South Park is still just as vital and relevant as it was when it premiered in 1997. Creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone have since become a comedy brand unto themselves, with movies like 2004's Team America World Police and the hit Broadway musical The Book of Mormon. Let's take a look at the little cartoon that started it all and discover the untold truth of South Park. Viral VHS. When Parker and Stone were film students in 1992, they used construction paper and an old 8mm camera to create a crude animated short called The Spirit of Christmas. Featuring a group of foul-mouthed Colorado kids, it was a massive hit at campus screenings.
Dude, I told you not to put that hat on Frosty's head.
Parker and Stone didn't think about it much until they moved to Los Angeles in 1993, and their indie movie Cannibal the Musical caught the attention of Fox executives Brian Graydon. He loved The Spirit of Christmas so much that he made 100 VHS copies and sent them as holiday cards. 2 years later, Graydon gave the pair $2,000 to make another, and they delivered Jesus vs. Santa, which he sent to 40 people and was widely bootlegged around town.
I began to think it was going to take off when I went to parties and people kept trying to put it in and show me my own Christmas card, unaware that it was actually my Christmas card.
George Clooney reportedly distributed 300 copies to his friends, and within a year, multiple TV networks asked Parker and Stone to pitch a show. Based on real people. Parker and Stone drew inspiration from their own lives to create many of the citizens of South Park. Cartman's promiscuous mom, Leanne, is named after Parker's ex-fiancée. Butters is based on the duo's childhood friend and South Park animation director Eric Stow. And Cartman is named after their high school friend Matt Cartman. Even Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo comes from Parker's childhood. When he'd forget to flush the toilet, his dad would warn him that Mr. Hanky would crawl out from the toilet and eat him. Fast turnaround. Most animated series can take up to a year to produce a single episode, but an average South Park episode has a production schedule of just 6 days. That means the show can comment on breaking news almost as fast as live action shows, but the process can be grueling. Parker and Stone lead a team that writes, records, and animates using a program called Maya, often turning in completed episodes the same day they're scheduled to air. And unlike many other long-running shows, South Park's creators remain extremely involved in the day-to-day operations. They've only missed a deadline once, in 2013, when their studios lost power. Teamwork. Most episodes credit only Trey Parker and Matt Stone as writers, but South Park employs a large staff of writers and consultants. Lots of famous names have popped into the writers' room, including SNL's Bill Hader, who's also voiced a few characters in certain episodes. Kristen Schaal wrote for a dozen episodes in 2007, and sitcom legend Norman Lear, creator of All in the Family and Good Times, even dropped by at age 81. Lear served as a creative consultant on the episode where the boys learn Earth is just the set of a reality show created by aliens. So the man who created Archie Bunker also brought us the ice cream pooping taco. Fishsticks. One of the things South Park does best is tear down celebrities. While most celebrities the show has skewered have taken it in stride, Kanye West, unsurprisingly, did not.
Alright, that does it! I'm gonna kick your mother ass!
In an infamous episode, Kanye doesn't understand a joke about fish sticks. Real-life Kanye was also pretty upset and dissed South Park in his 2010 song Gorgeous, citing his intentions to, well,
choke a South Park writer with a fish stick!
Okay then. Poor Kenny.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
South Park's concept of killing off Kenny in every single episode, only to have him return for the next episode, is funny and innovative, but not entirely original. Parker and Stone got the idea from MTV's 90s sci-fi action cartoon Aeon Flux, in which the main character frequently dies. Parker and Stone also drew inspiration from one of their childhood friends, also named Kenny, who skipped school so often that rumors spread that he died.
My friend Kenny, who at the bus stop, all he had the little orange coat, and he would always say shit we couldn't understand him. We're like, we can't understand you, you know. And but he was the poorest kid in the neighborhood, and that's why, you know, it was always like. That's why we're always like, he would always sort of diss it. We're like, what happened to Kenny? Is he dead?
The cartoon Kenny doesn't always die in later seasons, although he was semi-permanently killed off for a while in season 5 until Parker decided to bring him back. Timmy. Confined to a wheelchair and afflicted with an unspecified condition that only allows him to say his own name, Comedy Central reportedly didn't want Timmy on South Park.
Timmy!
Executives were worried Parker and Stone would make fun of people with disabilities, but the duo countered that the other kids would treat him as just one of the gang. Fans immediately took to the character, and Parker claimed people began shouting "Timmy" at him on the street instead of the usual
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
Many critics praised South Park for including Timmy, and later another physically disabled character, Jimmy, for raising awareness of issues facing the handicapped. Disabled viewers voted Timmy the greatest disabled TV character in the 2008 Radar People of the Year Awards.
Timmy!
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more videos like the one you just saw. And leave us a comment to let us know which episode of South Park is your favorite.